on, everybody? It's your boy Ninja here. Today I have a very somewhat type of video for everybody today. As you can see here on the review desk here, we have a bunch of Power Rangers stuff with y'all today. This is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition toy line. These toys came out in, I think, July of 2025, I think, and these have been on the shelves for quite a while now. So this is my first time doing a review on Power Rangers because I've never done anything like this on the channel. I mostly do anime and Fortnite and all that type of stuff, but today I want to go beyond with pop culture, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is pop culture. Before we get started with this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. If this video gets to, let's say 10k likes, I will do another Power Rangers unboxing. And actually, before we get started, I want to show everybody my little Power Rangers desktoppers here. We have the Red Ranger, we have the Blue Ranger, which is on top of the Red Ranger's thing. We have Pink Ranger, and then we have the Black Ranger, and sadly no Yellow Ranger, but actually we do have the Green Ranger still in its packaging, and I'll tell everybody why. And then, just for a little fun, a little cute chibi style Mighty Morphin Red. So I think what we're going to start opening up is this that I want to open up. It is the Power Rangers Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition Power Morpher. Includes 5 discs. Here's what it looks like on the front. The Morpher is showing, and then on the bottom we got the different coins and stuff. On the side, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition tells you everything about the Rangers, the logo up top, the way how to operate it, press the button to open, insert power coin, and then unique phrases for each power coin, 40 plus phrases, and shows how it works. You can hold it or use it as a belt buckle, and that a little QR code to scan for the collection. On the other side, Reignition, bottom, Legalese, Hasbro, Playmates Toys, and so without further ado,
let's take them down.
Yes, let's take them down. Alright, so we got the Morpher out of this packaging, and we're going to go over it to see what it looks like. So here we have the original Power Rangers Morpher. It's basically a belt buckle almost, and here's what it looks like on the back. Like I said, this is like a belt buckle almost. You can put this on your belt, and then this pulls down, and you could hold it like an actual Morpher would. And I do like this though. We got to turn it on real quick. It was on demo mode, but here we go. And it plays the Power Ranger theme song, and then it has this, and there's a gimmick with this where you got all the different power coins. For instance, you got the one for the pterodactyl, you got one for the Tyrannosaurus Rex, you have one for the mastodon, you have one for saber-toothed tiger, and then also have the one for the Triceratops. And so the gimmick here is we turned it on. So what happens is, if you have one of these, you just simply do that, and then there's a button up here, and if you click it, nothing happened. I swear I turned it on.
We need dinosaur power now! Tyrannosaurus!
So it does that with the different power coins that you like put into this. So we have one for Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is obviously Red Ranger. And
it's morphin time!
so it does that once you click it. Then once you close it, it does this. So now we got to put in the different Morpher, the different ones in. So let's turn this one off for a minute. Click that so we can get this out. It's hard to get these, so it's easy to put these in, but it's hard to get them out. So there's one for Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here's one for the pterodactyl. Let's turn this on.
Dinosaur power!
And it has the voice of Kimberly. So let's do this.
It's morphin time! Pterodactyl! It's morphin time!
So I guess it does the morphing. I guess it says it's morphing time for all of them. So there's that one for Kimberly. This one's hard to get this one out too. So once you get, if you plan on getting this for your, like, let's say your kids or whoever, they might come ask you to help them get this out, and it's going to be hard to do that. So here's the one for the Mastodon. Let's put that in, and then turn it back on.
It's morphin time!
That one's the voice of Zach. So this is,
It's morphin time!
so that's what it does with that one. Then that's new. If you turn that off, if you remove the coin, it'll do that. And then here's the one for Saber-tooth tiger. Let's close that up real quick. Turn it off. Let's plug in the Saber-tooth tiger in,
Dinosaur power!
and then
It's morphin time!
so there's that. And there it goes again. We'll turn it off one more time, and then we'll do it for Billy's, which is the Triceratops.
Dinosaur power!
And now let's do it.
It's morphin time!
So there's Billy's. And I might do a little morphing sequence with these, but you may see that in a separate video. And let's look at these power coins real quick. Let's look at the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So they do look like coins. They got the gold stuff and all, but on the back, this is what they look like on the back of them. They're not really coins and all, but they're more like plastic ones for kids and stuff. But overall, I do like this Power Rangers morpher, and I might be wearing this with a drip or something. But either way, great toy product, by the way. So, anything to say?
We need dinosaur power now!
Okay, so there's that, and let's get on with the next ones on our list. So next up on our list, we have the Power Rangers automorphing figures, which are basically action figures, but their big bodies can tell you the differences. So here we have one for Jason, the Red Ranger, and here on the front, so here's what it looks like. Auto flipping morphing action, Power Rangers reignition. Then on the side here, you got every Mighty Morphin Ranger's helmet. Right here, auto morphing Red Ranger, try me. So on the side, a view of them. On the other side, view. And then a little open gap here, which we'll show you in a minute, up top. On the back, we got a little description about the Red Ranger. Name, Jason Lee Scott. Skill, martial arts, black belt. Personality, natural leader. Weapons, power sword, blade blaster. Dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And so, again, head flipping action, press lever on the back, try me. So right here on the back, it has this little lever here, and then if you look up in the front, that's what it does. If you move this thing in the back, it will flip the Ranger's head, the actual Ranger's actor's head, from their citizen look to their Power Rangers look. And then here on the back, another description of the entire Rangers. Here you got another collection of all of them. Sadly, I didn't get the rest of the Rangers. They were way too pricey, but the only ones I got was green and red. And then you got Rita Repulsa, Goldar, and a Putty. And here, another QR code. Power Rangers, follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And then the actual ones in here, much of other stuff. on the bottom, legalese, barcode. So there's that. And of course, we're also going to be opening up this one as well. This is Jason David Frank, aka Tommy Oliver, in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Again, same thing right here. Tommy Oliver, martial arts black belt, personality, helpful, weapons, power shield, dragon dagger, dragon sword. So again, it has one of these, and then everything else on the back. And he has the same gimmick too. You do this, and then on the front, flipping Tommy Oliver's head from what he is to the Green Ranger. So without further ado, let's get these two open up, shall we? So here they are out of the packaging. Here we have Tommy Oliver and we have Jason Scott out of the box. So let's go over the details on them, starting off with the Red Ranger. It looks just like the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin, and even though Mighty Morphin came out in 1993, I was born in the 2010 era, so I grew up with Samurai. But this is my actually first introductions to the Power Rangers of Mighty Morphin, which is basically the team that started it all. And just looking at this right now, it looks like I'm like going back to the 90s of Power Rangers. So it has the same diamond and stuff on the gloves. It has the holster, the belt buckle of, which in this case is this, the morpher, and literally it has everything what you need. The design, the helmet, which is not actually fully painted and all, but eventually I might paint it myself. The boots also have that design, the belt around it, everything about this is cool. So, like I said earlier, these are automorphing flipping, so they're not just like statues with flipping heads like that, but these are actually like actual action figures where you can have them in the morphing heads and then you can use whatever design they want. So, let's go over articulations. Since these are automorphing head figures, they don't have articulation in the head, however. So instead, they are able just flipping like this a lot. And the rotation, so up here on the arms, it only goes around like that. Elbow joints, not that far. Unless you turn it this way. Still not that far. Wrist movements, swivels. And if you notice that they don't have that much articulation, like I said, because these are automorphing heads and they need all this thickness on the body to do this a lot. So leg goes out that much, no back. If you turn it this way, not much of a thickness. And then and then knee joint that far. And I forgot to do this, but there's a swivel, I think, up here on the arms too, but it's a little bit stiff. And the leg just moves side to side. And for accessories for the Red Ranger, however, if I can get him to stand. So for accessories for the Red Ranger, he comes with the Dino Blaster, which is practically used in every of the Rangers come with this blaster. And since there's a holster on their sides, you can put it in there and then it will hold. But if you just want to put it in their hands, it will actually stay in their hands while it's being held. And I don't know if it's mine or not, but it's hard to put it in the hand. But once you get it in there, you got them a blaster. And there's another option for the Rangers too. If you don't want the blaster, then you have this, which is the dagger. And there is a role-playing toy like this. Like there's an actual like blaster that is being sold right now. And I try to find that at my local Walmart, and unfortunately they don't carry it, but they only carry the morpher. So which sucks for me because I have to go find a way to get that role-playing toy. So let's get this. So yep, there's that. And for the Red Ranger, he comes with the power sword, which is the weapon that it goes with. And it does have like detailing in the blade here, which you can see, also detailing there. And like I said earlier with this, it can be also hold, and I'm sorry if I knocked my camera like that. So if you can wedge it in his hands, which is hard and it's literally thick to put it. So there you have it. It comes with a sword. You can stick it in his hand. It won't hold that much because of the thickness of the handle, so it only could be held almost like this. So here he is, everybody. The actor, which I don't remember his name, but here he is, Jason Scott. So now let's move on to the final figure, then we'll do a little bit of scaling with a bunch of other ones in the collection. So next Ranger we have, the next Ranger we have is Tommy Oliver, who is the Green Mighty Morphin Red, right? Green Mighty Morphin Ranger. So if you are a 90s kid and you grew up with Power Rangers at the time, you may know the story of how Tommy became this Green Ranger, all thanks he was on Rita's spell and he turned evil. And he joined the Power Rangers and became the Green Ranger, blah, 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 blah. You can go watch the show on Netflix. It's 3 seasons of the show. So let's look at this. Again, thickness of the body, because the morphing head sequence thing. It does have the dragon shield almost. I do dig the dragon shield. And much like to this one here, where it has that swiveling around the arm, this on the other hand can swivel this up here, and it's hard to move this because it's like really stiff up here, but eventually it'll like weaken over the time. So here's that, and then of course it has the gold around here, and there's usually gold around here up here on the boots and stuff, but it's not really painted on there. And it does use the same mold of the belt, another holster, which we'll see for that. And then again, looks just like the Green Ranger. Nothing to say about that really. Articulation, the same articulation as the Red Ranger, like that, swivels, and then there's a swivel up here on the arm, then elbow joints, swiveling here at the hand. No head articulation or an ab crunch on this one because of this thing, and again, they don't have that. So there's leg movement, goes up that far, backwards, and there. And then for the front, okay, yeah, I forgot there was a swivel up here on both. And then the knees, not that much, but it goes all the way out like that. And then a swivel here at the foot. So for the accessories that comes with the Dragon, Green Ranger honestly comes with the same blaster as this, but in the actual Power Ranger show, he never uses this, or he uses this. These are literally the same, except this one came from the Red Ranger, this one came from the Green Ranger, and like I said earlier, he never used these because this wasn't one of his weapons. But however, I was excited because he came with this, which is the Dragon Dagger, and he uses this in the show a lot, and it's pretty much like a flute. I wish they gave it more detailing besides gold and silver, but I do dig the power coin in this one too. There is a power coin that was made for this morpher, and they had a power coin for it, but unfortunately that was never sold with that, but instead it was sold to the actual Dragon Dagger for the role-playing toy. And due to this, right here on the hand, it won't go in his hand that much, so we'll just have to wedge it in his hand, which I don't like doing a lot with figures, primarily with thick pieces of plastic. So there's that with the dagger, and I think you can store this on like the side here on the, I can't say this because I'm tired right now. I think you can, but it's going to be sticking out a little bit more, and it's going to be bending too. So I think I just might want to not store this in there, otherwise it's going to like bend in over time. so we'll just have to let him hold it while he's... So we're just gonna have to let Tommy hold this. And the reason why I want to get this figure was because of Jason David Frank, his last performance in the Power Rangers Ninja Steel crossover. That was his last performance before his passing. So I wanted to get an action figure of Tommy Oliver just to get it remembered by him and a lot. So, rest in peace, Tommy. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Hey, if you guys really miss Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger, go in the comments below, go in the comment section and put a RIP JDF for Jason David Frank, and also put a heart too. So yeah, there he is, everybody. Jason David Frank, aka Tommy Oliver, in Power Rangers. So now, with both of the Rangers out of their packaging and whatnot, let's do a little quick size comparison between a couple of figures. I had to start off with something small compared to this. Here they are next to the Dragon Stars, Dragon Ball Daima Goku, and then Daima Vegeta. They're both small and whatnot, but if you compare their head tops, makes them a little bit more bigger and all. Another interesting height compared to this, here they are next to the SHP Awards Demon Slayer Tanjiro Kamado, and then the Jack Pacific movie Shadow figure. And I can kind of dig this a little bit, but Shadow would have been a little bit more smaller because due to his height in the movie, and then Tanjiro would feel a little bit better if he was in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Since this show is about teenagers with attitude, I had to bring in another teenager with attitude. Here they are with the Bandai Anime Heroes Naruto Uzumaki from the Naruto Shippuden set. I can dig this right here, the Naruto next to the Power Rangers. I want to see this one in a little bit of a crossover, but eventually we'll get to that one sooner or later. And for my final scale right here, here they are next to the Bandai Anime Heroes Light Ichigo from the Bleach set, and then the Dragon Stars Majin Buu, or that's what they call him, the Big Boo. I'm sorry if I'm yawning right now. I made this video way late, so this is the video that you guys are getting as of right now. And here they are next to the two big boys in my collection. So yeah. So here's the entire set of Power Rangers Mighty Morphin. Of course, these are not part of the set. I just had to add them to this right here. And I do dig a lot of the Power Rangers franchise of it growing. And like I said in a video months ago, I am planning on making my own Power Ranger series, and this will be one of the Rangers in a third season. So I'm planning on trying to bring back all the Power Rangers suits and whatnot, and then this might be one of the morphers that will ever come back, so you can see a morphing sequence and all. But anyway, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please sure to give this video a like. Like I said, 10,000 likes and I will probably do a part 2 of this. Maybe we'll get the rest of the role-playing stuff along with the Zords, and then we might get the rest of the Rangers and a bunch of other figures and whatnot. So if you want to see a part 2 of this, let me know and get this video to 10k likes, and I will do that part 2 soon. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy. Out.